Welcome to my channel. You know, in Nigeria now, we're in the election season. The 2023 general election is around the corner. And one of the most coveted electoral positions in the country is who becomes the president of Nigeria. There's a lot of negotiation going on. People are declaring their interests. People are having opinion here and there on what they think should be done, on who they think should emerge. But one of the most interesting developments is happening in the All Progressive Congress, who are the ruling party in the country, the party of President Muhammad Buhari. Technically, the APC has zoned the presidency to the south. You hardly see anybody from northern Nigeria declaring interest. But one of the most interesting of all those that have declared interest is that of the former governor of Lagos State and the man that they call the national leader of the APC. Of course, that idea of national leader has been, it's an amorphous. What does it really mean to be the national leader of a party, of the APC? It's not in the constitution of the party. It was just like, a title that was given to the man to feel good. Because obviously the national leader of APC is the incumbent president, President Muhammad Buhari. He is the leader of the party. But that being said, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for his role in the alliance that brought up the APC, that defeated the PDP in 2015 presidential election, is highly revered in many cycles. And it is being taken for granted that he is the one that supposed to be the vice president to Muhammad Buhari. Because at the time, Buhari was looking for vice president. He brought himself up that he wanted to be vice president. But any reasonable person know that he couldn't fly because he's a Muslim. President Muhammad Buhari is a Muslim. So a Muslim ticket will not fly, especially at this time in Nigeria, when religion has become such a sensitive issue, such a divisive issue. So it took a lot of great persuasion to force him to back down. So when he backed down finally, he nominated somebody who had been a commissioner. He's Commissioner for Justice and the Attorney General, Professor Yemi Osinbajo. Yemi Osinbajo had been a commissioner under Tinubu as governor. So he nominated Osinbajo to become vice president or running mate to the presidential candidate, Muhammad Buhari. Because Osinbajo is a Christian, for a balance. Now, 8 years after Osinbajo had been vice president, ordinarily, in civilized society, in the United States, where we borrow the presidential system of governance, the incumbent vice president is given the right of first refusal, unless he refused to take the position before it is given throne open. Dick Cheney as vice president, was given the right of first refusal in the United States. But he didn't want to become president because he felt he was too old. So he left the scene. That was how John McCain and co came up on board. If you look at Al Gore, he was given the right of first refusal as vice president to Bill Clinton. When Bill Clinton served his 2 terms as president, as he was leaving, the ticket was handed over, literally, to Al Gore, who eventually lost anyway. If you look at Joe Biden, the incumbent president of the United States, he had the right of first refusal, but he lost his son before the end of that regime or that government. He was not in the state of mind to contest for president. That was how Hillary Clinton came on board and picked the tickets. But in the case of Yemi Osinbajo, nobody is giving him right of first refusal. In this country, people always do things as it suits them. And the man is not complaining, perhaps he's complaining quietly, because ordinarily everybody ought to be walking around, working for him. But they are not. Now he has declared for president. He has said that he wants to be the next president of this country, that he wants to continue where President Muhammad Buhari stops. Now people are saying Osinbajo is an ingrate, that he's disloyal. Why should he contest for the tickets against his boss, against his godfather? But they're not being fair to Osinbajo. Osinbajo is 65 years old. And Tinubu claimed he's 70. So ordinarily, they belong to the same age group. In communities in Nigeria where they have the age group system, like in Southeast Nigeria, they belong to the same age group. Nobody says that's the truth. Now people are looking at it, oh, if he didn't give Osinbajo opportunity, would he have become vice president? Really? But it's a man's work that brings him out. If he has nothing to offer, even Tinubu will not headhunt him. Now he felt that he has something to offer beyond what Tinubu wanted. He wanted to be president. It is his right to do it. He's not being disobedient. He's not being ungrateful or being disobedient to Tinubu. He had been doing it. This is a professor of law. The man can stand on his own anywhere in the world. So he has to move on. His appointment as Commissioner of Lagos, Commissioner for Justice in Lagos, was all part of the processes of growth in a man's life. Even Tinubu passed through that stage in his life. Some of us know Yinka Odumeka has talked about how Tinubu became the governor of Lagos State. Some people paved the way for him. He didn't emerge from nowhere and walk to Government House Alausa. No. There were some godfathers. There were some people who stood in Afenifere and said, look, let us allow Tinubu. Tinubu, you worked, you helped in the democracy struggle, in the June 12th struggle. Even though some of his role are being questioned or was questioned by people like Yinka Odumeka who worked closely with him at the period. Today, Afenifere has been destroyed And if you go to the history of the destruction of Afenifere, Tinubu is at the head of it. So if he can use and dump Afenifere, I don't think he should complain that Professor Yemi Osinbajo has used him and has moved on with his life of wanting to serve the country at a higher level. Ordinarily, Tinubu ought to be the one to be insisting that Yemi Osinbajo be given the right of first refusal as the national leader of the party that he claims to be. But because of selfishness, he wants to be president. For what purpose? For what purpose? What is it that Tinubu will come and do that Osinbajo cannot do if he's to become the president? I'm not saying this thing because that I have endorsed any of these two men, but I'm laying it bare as an observer who are looking at it critically. And my position is that Osinbajo is not beholden to Tinubu. And I'm saying it that Osinbajo did not betray Tinubu. Osinbajo has shown his love for his country. He wants to serve. And nobody can stop him except the electorate, especially the party leaders or the party delegates, or whichever option that the APC chose as a process of getting their nominee for president. So people should not get these things twisted. Osinbajo did not do him any harm. Now it is good that both of them are in the race. Let the delegates decide. Let the leadership of the party decide which of them. And by the way, they are not the only one from APC who are competing for this ticket. The governor of Ebonyi State, Dave Umahi, is there from the southeast. He has declared interest. We even have Pastor Tunde Bakare. He is in the race. He has declared interest. Of course, in his own case, we don't know whether he's a card-carrying member of APC. And they are not the only ones. Others are still consulting. Others are still consulting about this presidency issue. And more are going to declare. Before I forget, Chibike Rotimi Amechi, the Minister of Transportation, he has declared his interest to contest for the presidential ticket of APC. So it's good that the people are coming up and declaring interest. But the one that seems to have captured the attention of many is the contestation for the tickets by Professor Yemi Osinbajo, the Vice President, and the former governor of Lagos State, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That had captured the imagination of Nigerians, and they have been subject of discussions. Its implication will reverberate for a long time, because not only are the two men very popular in the country and in their zone, the Southwest, their contest is likely to create division in Southwest. You can bet on that. The die has been cast. You are either for Yemi Osinbajo or you are for Tinubu. and it's not going to end pretty. Yes, it's not going to end pretty. But whoever will triumph depends on what the man sitting on top of the Aso Rock wants. Is it Tinubu he want to back? Is it Osinbajo he want to back? Or is it somebody else? Nigerians are waiting and watching as events unfold. So in summary, I conclude that Osinbajo did not do Tinubu anything wrong. Tinubu has a right to contest. Osinbajo has a right to contest. Let the people decide. Thank you for watching this video. We'll keep on dropping things like this from time to time. And we want you to subscribe to this channel so that when we drop it, you'll be among the first to know. Thank you and God bless you.